Hello BookTube. In the few minutes I have before I start work, I thought I'd do a quick preview of my 2022 reading plans. A few weeks ago, or for a few weeks, I've been hinting that the first 6 books that I will be reading in January are going to be informed by the name tag. A tag that made the rounds of BookTube a few months ago, in which participants take the letters of their name and match the first letter of a book title to that name. I had the idea to select books that I hadn't read yet for a TBR, and these are the 6 books that I will be reading. These will be the first 6 books I'll be reading in 2022. Spoilers for the next few weekly reads. Anyway, so first up will be The Habsburgs by Martyn Rady. The Opium War by Julia Lovell. Lakota America by Pekka Hamalainen. Dynasty by Tom Holland. Empire's Crossroads by Carrie Gibson. And Ravenna by Judith Herrin. From there, I'd planned for February to be a Bell Redemption month. So, for those of you who watch my channel rather frequently, I'm a very healthy bailer. In fact, so far with 1 day left in 2021, I have bailed on 42 books. And I'm usually okay with the bail, but sometimes a book will stick with me. I won't quite be satisfied with this initial attempt at a reading, so I will try what I've come to call bail redemptions, where I'll give a book a second or a third reading attempt. And sometimes the bail redemptions are successful, and I will like the book, love the book, or not like the book, or I will continue to reject the bail redemption and continue to bail. So of my bail redemption plans in February, the 2 books I were planning on, or at least 2 of the books I plan on having a go at, are Empires of Ice by Diana Kim and Gay Bar by Jeremy Atherton Lin. These 2 would have been joined by a number of novels that I've bailed on in 2020 and 2022. Now, that plan stuck around until early this week. The last 2 weeks, I've had a fiction itch, or a hunger for fiction. Largely literary fiction, although I did read mostly fantasy. Because knowing my plans to read the 6 in January, I wanted to take a bit of a break from nonfiction, from history. But 5 bails. Like every novel I tried to read the last 2 weeks, I've bailed on. I will talk about the last 2 in weekly reads. So on Monday, I was thinking about things, and it clicked, or it dawned on me, No Fiction 2022. And the more I thought about it, the more I got excited about it. The more I'm like, I want to do this. I want to try this. So in 2022, I will be reading no fiction. I will only be reading nonfiction. So since the first 6 books are all histories, I'll be reading them. over the course of the next few weeks. And I'll also do a Bell Redemption for Gay Bar and Empires of Ice. From there, I'm not entirely sure what my reading plans are, except to pretty much heavily read these two shelves. They're my history shelves. I have a nearly negligible other nonfiction section, which I do need to expand, and I kind of want to focus on that as part of my book collecting, while also heavily featuring these two, because the University of Chicago and Princeton University Press and Hit of Zeus are all going to be trying to take my money, so in the book collecting department, along with other history books that I have on pre-order now. So yeah, that's my plan, my reading plans. As far as like participating in like going further, I'm not entirely sure, except for just reading nonfiction. I might kind of dip in and out of various reading challenges and readathons as the mood strikes me. I found that I often don't really do well with a lot of the booktube reading events, although that might have been because I'm kind of doing more fiction than I am nonfiction. But if I can sort of adapt No Fiction 2022 or adapt the reading challenges and readathons to No Fiction 2022, maybe I'll have a greater degree of success. We shall see. Anyway, booktube, I'm going to try to do a Steve pyramid real quick, because I'm going to try to do a Steve pyramid for the book haul too. So let's get to it. I guess I would try to spell out my name first. Is it? Okay. So this is the name tag TBR. And these are the two for the Bell Redemption. And then I'll add more books to what I plan to be reading as events kind of as the year progresses. As far as book collecting is concerned, I'm going to continue favoring history above all, as well as adding more general nonfiction to my collection, and I'm probably going to start reevaluating how I add fiction to my collection, because I was thinking about several books, and the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, I don't particularly actually like these books, so why am I getting the sequels? I kind of need to stop that. And I also really need to start purging, because there were quite a few books in the modern and contemporary fiction shelf, as well as the science fiction fantasy shelves, that I don't like, or that I'm never going to get to, and I really need to go ahead and send them out of my collection. So that's what I'm going to be doing in 2022, probably once I hit 1,000 books, which at the rate I'm going, it's probably going to be in about 3 or 4 months. Because this book haul is going to be huge. And since I have some Christmas gift cards, January is going to be quite huge too. So anyway, booktube, that's all I have. I'm going to go ahead and get this uploaded now, and then I'll be back around my usual filming time for my January book haul, and then you will be seeing these two again for weekly reads. I'm going to go ahead and have them hanging out on my where I do my TBR. So anyway, BookTube, until I see you again later this afternoon, thank you, have a great morning and afternoon and evening, and stay safe.